Welcome. So, let's talk about something that trips up so many businesses when they get serious about AI. And that's how to turn a really exciting, ambitious strategy into a plan that actually gets funded and, gets done. Let's dive in.
I love this quote because it just hits the nail on the head, right? You can have the most brilliant, world changing AI vision, but if you don't have the people, the money, and the tools to back it up, well, it's just a daydream. This is where the rubber meets the road.
So, here's the game plan. We're going to cover 5 key things. We'll kick things off by busting a huge myth about AI costs. Then, we'll get into where your money really goes. We'll tackle that classic make versus buy dilemma, figure out how to budget for the long haul, and finally, talk about measuring what actually matters. All right, first up, let's get right into the biggest mistake, the one that I see companies make over and over again when they're planning their AI budgets. It's a total misunderstanding of what they're paying for. And here it is. The big misconception is thinking AI is a technology cost, software, servers, that kind of thing. Nope. The reality, it's overwhelmingly a people cost. Getting this one thing wrong can derail your entire budget before you even start. Okay, so if it's all about people, what does that actually mean for your wallet? Let's break down the 5 main buckets that a real-world AI budget is made of. This is where it starts to get really eye-opening. Just look at this. It's kind of crazy, right? Personnel, we're talking salaries, benefits, recruiting, the whole shebang, eats up a whopping 55% of the budget, more than half. Everything else, from the fanciest software to your cloud computing bill, is basically fighting for the leftovers. And to really hammer this home, check out this number. A single senior machine learning engineer can cost you up to $350,000 a year, fully loaded. And remember, that's not a one-time fee. That's an ongoing, year-after-year expense to keep that top talent on your team. And it's not just about the money, it's also about the time. I mean, look at this. You could easily sink 18 to 24 months. That's 2 years and millions of dollars just to get a relatively small team of 10 people hired, onboarded, and actually working at full steam. This is a marathon, folks, not a sprint. So, with those huge costs in long timelines fresh in our minds, you've got a massive decision to make. For any piece of AI you need, do you try to build it yourself, in-house, or do you just buy it off the shelf from a vendor? Luckily, the decision-making process here is pretty straightforward. You buy when it's something standard, something that doesn't make you special. Think a generic chatbot or basic document analysis. It's faster and way less risky. You build when it's your secret sauce, the thing that gives you a real competitive advantage that needs to be woven into the fabric of your business. But, for most companies, the real answer isn't make or buy. It's both. The smart play is to adopt a hybrid approach. You buy the generic stuff to get moving quickly, and then you pour your expensive, precious in-house talent into building that one thing that nobody else has. Okay, so we know what it costs, we know when to build and when to buy. Now, how do we actually put a budget together that's built for long-term success? Something that can truly transform the business. A really solid rule of thumb is the 70-30 split. You put the big chunk of your budget, 70%, into those core game-changing projects that will pay off for years to come. The other 30%, that's your playground for quick wins and experiments. It helps build momentum, get some early points on the board, and keeps everyone excited. So, what does that look like in terms of your company's overall revenue? Well, it's a journey, not a destination. You start small, maybe dipping your toe in with 1 to 2% of revenue. Once you start seeing results and getting traction, you ramp up to that 2 to 4% range. The really mature AI-first companies are investing up to 5% of their revenue, year in and year out. And now for a little dose of reality. Your first AI project? Yeah, it's probably going to cost 30 to 50% more than you think. Seriously, it just happens. So the lesson is simple. Plan for it. Build a contingency buffer, maybe 10 or 15% right into your budget. Don't let it catch you by surprise. All right, last piece of the puzzle, and it's a big one. You're spending all this cash. How in the world do you know if it's actually paying off? We have to get smarter about how we measure success and move beyond just thinking about traditional ROI for everything. The golden rule here is to match your measurement to your mission. Simple, right? If a project's goal is making money, track the new revenue it brings in. If it's about saving money, track the operational savings. If you're trying to improve customer experience, look at things like retention. You can't use one ruler to measure everything. And this is so important. Not everything is about an immediate financial return.
Some projects are what we call strategic investments. Think about building out your data plumbing or upskilling your team. You can't put a dollar value on that this quarter. The payoff is in what it enables you to do down the road. Trying to force a short-term ROI on these foundational projects is a huge mistake. Whew, okay, that was a lot. So let's boil it all down into a super simple checklist that you can take with you to make sure your AI vision becomes a reality.
Just remember these 4 things. 1, AI is a long-term game, a commitment of 1 to 5% of your revenue. 2, people, people, people. That's your biggest cost, not the tech. 3, be smart. Use a hybrid make and buy approach. And 4, measure what actually matters for each specific project. So, I want you to go back to your team and ask this question. When you take a hard look at your plan, your budget, your people, are you truly funding a real strategy, or are you just funding a fantasy?